Hi, I'm Caitlin.
I'm Sierra. We are the Laird Sisters, writers and producers and actors.
We wanted to create a video talking about why and how to create your own work. We have spent years figuring out what works for us, how to be the most effective filmmakers, producers, writers, actors that we can be. And if we can pass along anything that makes it easier for other people, makes that journey shorter for anybody else, that would be awesome, because we would love to make filmmaking seem more approachable and for there not to seem like there's this massive barrier between being a student filmmaker or having aspirations of being a filmmaker and having success, whatever that means to you, because there shouldn't be. There are a lot of perceived barriers in this industry that we don't think need to always be there.
A lot of videos about just starting out still assume that you have at least some resources, still assume that you have $10,000 for a film or to go out and buy a really nice camera, and a lot of our early stuff was just really without any resources except what we could just scrounge together or convince people to help us out with, work trade stuff. And so we really wanted to release a video making it very accessible and also just explaining a little bit about who we are and why we are doing this.
If you have resources, marvelous, use them. If you don't, it's really okay. There are so many ways to work around any perceived limitations. We just want people to feel really empowered.
I think that the biggest thing we've heard from listening to podcasts and watching videos of filmmakers, and the same advice that really always resonated with us, is to just go do it, because you are never going to learn if you don't practice. Film school can be really helpful in some situations, and it can be not so helpful in other situations, and it's definitely not a prerequisite to being able to make film. Just going and starting and doing something, picking up your phone, writing a 2-page script that is terrible. Believe us, we have some of our early stuff that will never see the light of day.
Spider-Woman Fangs of Death.
Yeah, that's the most notable one.
No one will ever see that.
It really is just going out there and doing it over and over and over again. You learn so much every single time.
You get so much better so quickly by, messing up sometimes, but, trying your damnedest.
I think sometimes people can get stuck in the pre-production process. Like, oh, I need to have X, Y, and Z before I can go shoot this short film. What we've learned is that, especially if you're just starting out, you can do so much with so little as long as you have the willpower.
And as long as you don't think you necessarily need something specific. Trying to free yourself up mentally and feel like you have the power to go create something. It doesn't necessarily matter exactly how it turns out, but it probably will turn out well if you put heart into it. There will be something endearing about it. It's scary to go out and make something sometimes because you're putting yourself out there and you're putting yourself on the line.